Making Tactician look easy. Before showing off the Houndmaster fight, I'll quickly go through my characters. The Red Prince continues to focus Intelligence, Pyromancer, and Geomancer. Nothing has changed as I'm still level 4. The primary talent remains Torturer, so that I can set enemies on fire through magic armor. My ninja continues to focus Finesse, as well as pumping Warfare, so that I can increase my physical damage. As for talents, Comeback Kid for survivability, as well as the Pawn for free movement. The goal remains to hit them hard and then return to stealth. With Losa as my support, I tend to lean towards Wits and Memory as I need it, though I will pump Intelligence as I see fit. The goal remains to get Summoning to 10, and to that effect I use the talent All Skilled Up to help boost it further. Only deviating 1 point into Hydrosophist to add some support to Losa's kit. With Fane acting as the tank for the party, I continue to pump Strength, as well as Warfare to increase physical damage of both my Warfare skills and my Necromancer skills. For talents, again because Fane is undead, I gave him Living Armor to give him increased self-sustain, so that he doesn't have to rely on Losa's support for healing. That covers the bare minimum of the party composition, so without further ado, I guess it's time that we hop into the Houndmaster fight. I pre-buff only with the bedroll and flesh sacrifice, as that will give my ninja who will go first a small advantage.
How many was it, Till? How many did you let go? Sorcerer! What do you think you're doing, prowling around inside the fort? Ha! And what is it you think you saw? Go on, get an eyeful. That's the least of what happens to traitors. Traitors and sorcerers.
He looks you up and down.
Too bad there's not a bit of meat to you. Guess my hounds will have to be happy with the bones.
I immediately try to target and disable any enemy with low physical armor. I couldn't allow the dog to harass my back line, so I used Fane to attempt to control it. I noticed the enemy melee units were poorly positioned, and so I used Fossil Strike to slow both of them down, making it harder for them to engage my team. This would allow me to replenish my armor, as well as reposition as necessary. During this fight, if you heal Dolores, you will fight on your side, and so I summoned a water summon to do just that. I then proceeded to buff my team with Encourage, as well as remove burning from my ninja so that he could enter stealth without worrying about being revealed. I quickly turned my ninja's attention to the remaining archer, as he was harassing my team from the high ground. Before sending Fane to engage on the warriors, I decided to replenish his magic armor. As long as the dog was harassing my back line, the Red Prince had no choice but to engage him directly. I then proceeded to top up on my magic armor to alleviate the burning damage, as well as place down an earth totem to harass the enemy warriors. Now in range of the enemy archer, I would immediately attempt to burst him down and crowd control him if I could. I then proceeded to try and reduce the last of the Houndmaster's physical armor, setting up for a knockdown. Finally dealing with the threat to the back line, I would now position the Red Prince to enter the battle favorably.
I'll yield to none.
I continue to place totems and harass the enemies where I can. I then collect on my setup, knocking the Houndmaster down. I then proceed to control the archer, so that I can burst him down without worrying about retaliation. With no dedicated range units left, I now proceed to use my backline to surround the remaining melee units. I do my best to keep Dolores alive while continuing to control the enemies that remain. After finishing off the archer, I then turn my attention to the swordsman and make sure he poses no more threat to the party. With only the swordsman remaining, I top up on each of my character's health before sending the ninja in to finish the job. My ninja wraps this up with ease.
The colour wells back into the Magister's cheeks, and his wounds knit together into solid flesh.
I feel it at work upon me already. Thank you, my friend. That is what separates you from the Divine Order. There is a waterway, a boat. Hand me a map. It isn't far. You'll meet some associates of mine. Tell them Madame Zur sent you, and they'll let you pass. No, I imagine not. She's the headmistress of an orphanage in the far north. She keeps sorcerer children safe from the Divine Order. I can think of no nobler soul in all the realm. With her help, we've saved countless children from Dallas and Alexander, and we aim to save many more.
Enough to matter, not enough to stage a coup. The Voidwoken have people terrified, not only for their lives, but for the very air they breathe, the sun that shines upon them.
Dallas and Alexander offer a solution. People need solutions at a time like this, no matter the consequences. Some people, anyway. You've given me a second life. I won't soon squander it, or forget what you've done. Thank you. I'm healed.
And that is how you make Tactician look easy. The next fight will likely be Niles the Flincher, so that should be up on the channel soon. Thank you for watching.